Look at this expression, the square root of 5 plus 2 times the square root of 6. This is what mathematicians call a nested radical, essentially a root trapped inside another root. At first glance, it appears to be a complicated, messy, irrational number. However, this specific structure often hides a much simpler value. Our goal is to deconstruct this nested form and rewrite it as the sum of two separate, clean square roots. We want to see if we can express this as the square root of x plus the square root of y. To solve for x and y, we need to perform an operation that removes the large outer shell. Watch as we square the entire expression. If we assume our original expression is equal to the square root of x plus the square root of y, then squaring that sum reveals a familiar algebraic pattern. Recall the formula for a plus b all squared. It equals a squared plus b squared plus 2 times a times b. Applying this logic here, the square root of x squared becomes just x, and the square root of y squared becomes just y. The middle term becomes 2 times the square root of x times y. Now, bring the original expression back into view. Since we squared it, the outer root disappears, leaving us with 5 plus 2 times the square root of 6. We now have a beautiful comparison to make. We align the two sides of our equation. On the left, we have the integer 5. On the right, we have x plus y. This gives us our first clue. The two numbers we are looking for must sum up to 5. Next, look at the radical part. On the left, we have 2 times the square root of 6. On the right, we have 2 times the square root of x times y. By matching these terms, we see that the product of x and y must equal 6. The complex algebra has dissolved into a simple riddle. We need two numbers that add up to 5 and multiply to 6. Think about the factors of 6. 1 and 6 do not work because they add to 7. However, 2 and 3 work perfectly. 2 plus 3 is 5, and 2 times 3 is 6. Therefore, we can confidently replace x with 3 and y with 2. The entire nested radical simplifies down to the square root of 3 plus the square root of 2. If you enjoyed this explanation, hit subscribe and check out our other math videos.